Hey guys, so this is another first impressions video. This time is for Thor and oh guys, I've been waiting for a long time for these guys to come in because with all the talk about Ragnarok and Zeus and all that, it was inevitable for these guys to come up. So I'm very excited that they finally released them and see how their story comes up. So the first thing that I noticed is his cape and these little uh like gold things he has here. It reminds me of Thor of the movie, so yeah, they definitely got inspiration from that guy. But he does have his hair brown, so lawsuit diverted. So anyway, let's hear what he says here.
I wish for nothing. All I have done is out of internal obligation. As long as I'm here, the giants dare not step forward. I wish for nothing. All I have done is out of internal obligation. For the glory of the northern gods!
So he says something interesting. He says that as long as he's there, the giants will not get close. But which giants? Frost giants, or giants that actually go and attack Olympus? So it's since they mix Ragnarok with Zeus and all that, they're mixing a lot of mythology here. So it may be the same thing. But I have to check the lore about that first, and for that I have to get the hero and summon him and level him and all that. So yeah. So anyway, let's check his skill here. All right. He does do 448% damage to. Yeah, that guy's right there. It's a lot of damage for all targets. That's really high damage for 5 targets. If you're doing PvP, right off the bat, that's a lot of damage, guys. So the passive is interesting because each ally is gonna get pretty much a shield for 16%. It's gonna be pretty much similar to F2 in War, in which you get hit uh, and you get that shield. So that's pretty cool. So it's interesting because I need to check if these hits. It's because it just says each hit taken by an ally. So I have to check if that's skill damage or just even stone damage, and you get a shield. So that's pretty crazy if it's also stone damage. And you get additional 20% attack if it's a red hero. So that's nothing to talk about home so much. If it is stackable, it could be interesting, but I'll talk about that in a second with synergies with red heroes. So let's check awakenings. The first one is, yeah, that's definitely a very good +1. Because if you want to have him on defense, you want him to survive another turn, and if he gets 100% mana gain and damage dealt, that is going to be pretty important. So he's pretty much going to do double damage if somebody almost kills him and he's awakened. So not awakened. If he goes here and he's pretty much hit by death, he's going to do double this amount of damage. And per se, that's already a bunch of damage. That's almost 900% damage. That is a lot of damage. So if you can use that on the attack, that is going to be pretty insane. So that's for the first one. So that's definitely worth getting +1. So second one, he's less damage taken. So that's a nudge for a tank hero. And third one, if one of the shields gets broken, that red ally increases their base attack by 50% and defense. So if the shield is broken, so if that's going to be useful if you're going to play Battle Boss, because there's going to be a point in which the shield will break. If you can get that extra buff of 50% attack and defense, that's going to help them survive a lot more. Except when they actually cleanse you, so you may die anyway. So I got to test that. We got to test it to see how it actually helps them. It's definitely going to do more damage, that's for sure. So same as the number 2 for the number 4. And the +5, oh yes. This +5, guys, is pretty insane. I see it in action, and it's pretty crazy. It turns pretty much Thor from a tank slash support hero into a straight off attack hero, even on defense. So that's pretty crazy because he penetrates 30% of the enemy's defense. 30%. And restores 100% mana when an enemy is defeated by a skill. And to top it all off, if he's in defender, he's even on defense, he gets another skill when an enemy is defeated by a skill. That is insane. That is insane right there, guys. It's so insane that I'm just gonna go straight off to those videos, guys. It's pretty crazy. So, I got a few videos from a few buddies. Thanks to Zero, I think it's Yunwei, and Dark Venom. These guys helped me out on this footage here. Well, Dark Venom passed me the videos, and Zero and Way over there did the actual video testing. So thanks to you guys, for sure. So this is the two videos for the testing they did. So yeah, you saw that. That is pretty crazy, guys. So if he goes off and kills somebody on his own, yeah. And there is good weapons that you can actually use to make that actually happen. So let's talk about that real quick, about the weapons that I believe that are good for him. His own weapon is not terrible. I'm gonna just read the notes there, but it pretty much gives him 20% defense and 25% mana gain if he's buffed. So that's the big if. If he gets buffed, he gets the that from the weapon. But to remember that damage share is not a buff, so it has to be something that raises his stats. So yeah. You have to actually get if you're planning to use the weapon on defense, you have to actually get a hero that are gonna buff him pretty quickly, and there's not a lot of heroes that will do that. However, on the attack, you can naturally make that work a lot better. So for him, on his weapons, I can definitely recommend Lupita's weapon, because Lupita's weapon is really gonna give him a lot of crit. Because remember, this weapon actually stacks 3 times. So he's going to get a lot of crit percentage on this, for sure. If I'm not mistaken, it's 60% for him, 60% crit damage. So that's pretty nice. So that's gonna raise his probabilities, if he's +5, when he goes off, to actually kill a hero and then go off again, critting. So, oh my god, that is gonna be amazing if somebody pulls that off. So another weapon that could work for him, you know, he's a string hero. If need be, you can put him the whip. Since he's a slow hero, maybe not the best idea, but it is an option. It is good to have as well. So yeah, if you want to give him on defense, put him defense, and want to survive as much as possible, you can give him Malfor's weapon. Malfor's weapon is pretty nice, very nice for. It's gonna give him shields. It's gonna give him extra attack, because this weapon actually gives more attack than the usual weapons here. So yeah, those are my first impressions, first thoughts on weapons for him, for sure. But I do need to test them. I do need to play around with him. I do need to see other interactions that he might have. So yeah, but I definitely believe that this is a good hero for sure. However, there is one big problem, and for me it's a big problem, because I love to use Colette in my red teams, and Colette doesn't really work very well with shields. She doesn't activate a lot. So yeah, I'm not gonna use him with Collect. Collect is this hero over here, if you didn't know. So that's a big downfall for me. The other thing that is a big downfall for him is that he's red. In this game, there's one hero that absolutely obliterates every single red hero in the game, and that's Palmyra. And to the point that many players decided to not even play red heroes on defense. So yeah, that's the elephant in the room if you're a red hero. So unless they nerf her, yeah. So anyway, that's the other downfall that Thor has, that he's red. So yeah, but I still need to see how he moves. I still need to see how he does and all that before I actually have a final thought, a final decision on that. I'll just do an update video. All right. So just by looking at it, you can definitely go for the +1, and just a +1 if you don't plan to actually go up here, because this one is very situational. Maybe for Valor Boss, but nothing really there, to be honest. So you can definitely say you can safely put him to +1. If you're lucky enough or resourceful enough or have enough resources, you can definitely go to +5, because +5, yeah, that's gonna make him a whole new hero. That's gonna be, oh my god, that is gonna be crazy for sure. This is gonna be crazy. Lately, they've been making the +5 pretty amazing, so this is another amazing one. But if you don't, you can be happy with him as +1 for sure. This ability is really nice and very important for him. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.